I have here a list of civilizations which basically no one knows about. And this is because they simply vanished without any explanation. They literally disappeared off the face of the planet with not a trace to be found anywhere. This is extremely strange and mysterious, and it's got me thinking why we don't hear more about these lost societies. We are all aware of major world powers like Greece, Rome and the Persians, and we know how they dominated the known world at their respective times. But there are so many other cultures and civilizations that existed throughout history whose existence has been largely forgotten or erased. It's mind-blowing to think about how much of human history is unknown or misunderstood. We are constantly making new discoveries about ancient cultures and artifacts that challenge what we thought we knew about the past. For example, in 2020, archaeologists uncovered the remains of an ancient city in Israel that dates back to the time of King David. The discovery was made during excavations at Tel Saf, an ancient site located near the modern-day city of Beit Shean. The ruins included a palace, temples, and other public buildings, providing insights into the lifestyle and culture of the inhabitants during the 10th century BC. So let's get into it, starting off with the Indus Valley Civilization. Now, I've spoken about this before, but it really deserves its own entry. From around 3300 BC until 1300 BC, this civilization thrived in what is now Pakistan and northwest India. At its peak, it boasted several large cities, including Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, which were characterized by their advanced urban planning, sophisticated drainage systems, and remarkable public works. These cities were laid out in a grid pattern with straight streets and well-defined blocks. They also featured advanced systems of water management, including elaborate networks of drains and wells. The residents of the Indus Valley Civilization were skilled craftspeople who produced a wide range of goods, including jewelry, pottery, and bronze objects. They also kept domesticated animals such as cattle, sheep, and goats. However, despite their advancements, the Indus Valley Civilization mysteriously collapsed around 1300 BC. The reasons for its decline are still unknown, but some experts believe that it may have been due to climate change, natural disasters, or invasion from other cultures. What makes this civilization so fascinating is that we still don't know exactly what happened to it. There are theories that it may have been absorbed into other cultures, migrated to other regions, or even wiped out by a catastrophic event. Despite its mysterious end, the Indus Valley Civilization remains an important part of world history. Its legacy can be seen in the languages, customs, and traditions of the people who live in the region today. It is a reminder of the rich and complex history of South Asia and the many cultures that have flourished there over the centuries. Next up, we have the Kingdom of Kush. Now, this was an ancient African kingdom that existed from around 1000 BC to 350 CE. It was located in what is now northern Sudan and southern Egypt and was known for its powerful rulers and advanced society. The Kingdom of Kush was situated along the Nile River and controlled important trade routes that connected sub-Saharan Africa to the Mediterranean world. It became wealthy through trade in gold, ivory, and exotic goods. The Kushite rulers were fierce warriors, and they often went to war with their neighbors, including the Egyptians. However, the Kushite Empire eventually fell to the Egyptians around 350 CE. But that's not where the story ends. The Kushite people did not disappear after their empire fell. In fact, they continued to thrive in smaller kingdoms and city-states throughout the region for centuries. Their descendants can still be found in Sudan today. Moving on, we have the Kingdom of Aksum. Now, I've actually spoken about this one before as well. It was an ancient Ethiopian kingdom that existed from around 100 CE to 940 CE. It was located in what is now northern Ethiopia and Eritrea and was known for its great wealth and power. The Kingdom of Aksum controlled important trade routes connecting the Mediterranean and Indian Ocean worlds and became immensely wealthy from trade in ivory, gold, and spices. The Aksumite rulers were converted to Christianity in the 4th century CE, making it one of the first Christian kingdoms in the world. But around the 7th century CE, the kingdom began to decline due to a number of factors, including the rise of Islam and the Arab conquests. The once great city of Aksum was sacked in 665 CE and the kingdom never recovered. However, the Ethiopian people did not disappear after the fall of Aksum. They continued to thrive in smaller kingdoms and city-states throughout the region for centuries. And their unique culture and language survive to this day. Moving on, we have the Kingdom of Nubia. Now this is another ancient African kingdom that existed from around 3000 BC to 500 CE. It was located in what is now northern Sudan and southern Egypt and was known for its rich culture and powerful rulers. The Kingdom of Nubia was home to several distinct ethnic groups, each with its own language and customs. Despite their differences, the Nubian people shared a common love of art and architecture. They built magnificent pyramids and temples adorned with intricate carvings and paintings. But around the 4th century CE, the kingdom began to decline due to a number of factors, including the rise of the Kingdom of Aksum. However, the Nubian people did not disappear after the fall of their kingdom. They continued to thrive in smaller kingdoms and city-states throughout the region for centuries. In fact, the Nubian people are still alive and well in Sudan today. Next up, we have the Mayan civilization. Now, you may have heard of the Mayans, but do you really know about them? This was a Mesoamerican civilization that existed from around 2000 BC to 1697 CE. It was located in what is now Mexico, Guatemala, and Belize, and was known for its impressive achievements in mathematics, astronomy, and art. The Maya developed a sophisticated system of writing and created a complex calendar that was remarkably accurate. They also built magnificent cities adorned with stunning architecture and artwork. But around the 9th century CE, the Maya civilization began to decline for reasons that are still not fully understood. Some experts believe that overpopulation, warfare, or drought may have played a role in their downfall. However, despite the collapse of their civilization, the Maya people did not disappear. They continued to thrive in smaller communities throughout the region, and their descendants can still be found in Mexico, Guatemala, and Belize today. Finally, we have the civilization of the Moqui. Now this was an ancient Peruvian civilization that existed from around 100 CE to 800 CE. It was located along the Moqui Valley and was known for its distinctive pottery and impressive pyramids. The Moqui people were skilled artisans who created beautiful ceramics decorated with intricate designs and patterns. They also built massive pyramids that served as both tombs for their rulers and platforms for religious ceremonies. But around the 8th century CE, the civilization of the Moqui mysteriously collapsed. The reasons for their decline are unknown, but some experts believe that it may have been due to a natural disaster, disease, or invasion from other cultures. However, despite the collapse of their civilization, the Moqui people did not disappear. Their descendants can still be found in Peru today. So there you have it, 5 civilizations that literally vanished into thin air. It is truly amazing to think about how much of human history is unknown and how many cultures have thrived and disappeared throughout the centuries. It is a humbling reminder of the vastness of human history and the many mysteries that still remain to be solved. So what do you think? Are there any other civilizations that you think should have been on this list? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up if you enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.